William Bruce Jenner is a former U.S. track and field athlete and current motivational speaker, television personality, and businessman. He won the gold medal in the decathlon at the 1976 Summer Olympics held in Montreal. Following his Olympic victory and the related recognition, his professional career led to a new success in television. By 1981, he had starred in several made-for-TV movies and was Erik Estrada's replacement briefly on the top-rated TV series Chips. In 1991, he married Kris Jenner. Since the 2007 debut of the cable television reality series, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, he is seen as the stepfather of the Kardashian siblings, Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, and Rob Kardashian, as well as the father of Burt, Casey, Brandon, Brody, Kendall, and Kylie Jenner. Early life: Jenner was born in Mount Kisco, New York, the son of Estrada and William Hugh Jenner. Jenner has a younger sister named Nicole. His younger brother, Burt, was killed in a car accident in Canton, Connecticut shortly after Jenner's success in the Olympics. Jenner was diagnosed with dyslexia as a young child. He attended Newtown High School in Newtown, Connecticut, after spending a year at Sleepy Hollow High School in Sleepy Hollow, New York. Jenner earned a football scholarship and attended Grassland College in Iowa, but a knee injury forced him to stop playing football and he switched to the decathlon. He was mentored by Grassland's track coach L.D. Weldon, who was the first to recognize Jenner's potential and encouraged him to pursue the decathlon. Jenner debuted in the decathlon at the Drake Relays in 1970, placing fifth. Olympic career: Jenner placed third in the decathlon at the 1972 U.S. Olympic Trials and finished in 10th place at the 1972 Summer Olympics held in Munich, Germany. His success prompted him to devote himself to an intense training regimen, while also selling insurance outside training hours. In the era before professionalism was allowed in athletics, this kind of training was unheard of. During that period, he spent 8 hours a day at the San Jose City College track. Centered around Burt Bonanno, the coach at SJCC, San Jose at the time was a hotbed for training aspiring Olympic athletes, including Jenner, along with Millard Hampton, Andre Phillips, John Powell, Mac Wilkins, Al Feuerbach, and others. In 1974 and 1976, Jenner was the American champion in the event. While on tour in 1975, he also won the French national championship. At the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal, Canada, he won the gold medal in the decathlon, setting the world record of 8,616 points. The world record was broken by just 4 points by Daley Thompson in 1980. In 1985, the IAAF decathlon scoring table was changed, so Jenner's winning score has been re-evaluated against that table and reported as 86-34 for comparative purposes. As of 2011, Jenner is number 25 on the world all-time list and the number 9 American. As a result of winning the Olympic decathlon, Jenner was a national hero. He was the 1976 recipient of the James E. Sullivan Award as the top amateur athlete in the United States. Jenner was also the Associated Press Male Athlete of the Year in 1976. He was inducted into the Olympic Hall of Fame in 1986 and the Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame, the Connecticut Sports Hall of Fame in 1994, and the United States National Track and Field Hall of Fame in 1980. He was inducted into the San Jose Sports Hall of Fame in 2010. San Jose City College hosted the Bruce Jenner Invitational as a televised, annual stop on the United States track and field circuit for the better part of 2 decades. Records were set at the meet, with Jenner frequently hosting the telecasts. Celebrity: in the 1970s, Olympic athletes were considered amateur and were absolutely not allowed to seek or accept payment for their positions as sports celebrities. In 1972, during the Cold War, 3 major Olympic titles that had a long history of American success were won by Soviet athletes. Winning back the decathlon title made Jenner an American hero. After his Olympic success, Jenner set out to cash in on his celebrity status. He left his vaulting poles in the stadium, having no intention of ever using them again. Quickly after the Games, Jenner appeared on the front of Wheaties brand breakfast cereal as a Wheaties champion. Of several hundred athletes who have been so featured, Jenner is one of 7 Wheaties spokesmen. He was invited to the White House to meet with President Gerald R. Ford, who autographed a political cartoon that featured the pair. On November 22, 1977, Bruce went to San Francisco to refute charges filed by the district attorney that General Mills, the makers of Wheaties, had been engaged in false advertising. Jenner contended that he likes the cereal and consumes this breakfast cereal 2 to 3 times per week. 2 days later, District Attorney Joseph Freitas withdrew the false advertising suit against General Mills for its advertising campaign featuring Mr. Jenner, saying that it was a case of overzealousness on the part of his staff. In 1977, the Kansas City Kings selected Jenner with the 140th pick of the NBA draft. Jenner had not actually played basketball since high school. The closest he came to a roundball career was when he sank a basket in the YMCA sequence of the film Can't Stop the Music in 1980. The movie was a disco-era comedy about the singing group The Village People. It gave Jenner a starring role, but the movie was a flop. Jenner was nominated for the 1980 Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Actor for his performance. That was the end of his theatrical movie career until he appeared in 2011's Jack and Jill in a scene with Al Pacino as an actor in a play. Adam Sandler won the Golden Raspberry as both Worst Actor and Worst Actress in that film. Both Can't Stop the Music and Jack and Jill won the Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Picture, making Jenner 2 for 2 in his movie career. Jenner decided to pursue a television career and had some success. He starred in the made-for-TV movies, The Golden Moment, An Olympic Love Story and Grambling's White Tiger. From 1981 to 1982, he became a semi-regular cast member on the police series, Chips, guest starring as Officer Steve McLeish, for 6 episodes. He also appeared on an episode of the sitcom Silver Spoons where he revealed his dyslexia in a storyline that dealt with a teenaged recurring character dealing with the same problem. He also appeared on the series Learn to Read. His hero shot, the finish of the final event of 1976 Olympic Decathlon, was parodied by John Belushi on Saturday Night Live endorsing Little Chocolate Donuts instead of Wheaties. Jenner also appears in the video games Olympic Decathlon and Bruce Jenner's World Class Decathlon. Further TV appearances, Jenner has appeared as himself on a variety of game shows and reality television programs. He starred with Groots Gresham in an episode of ABC's The American Sportsman. The program featured Gresham hunting, fishing, or shooting in exotic spots with celebrities. In the early 1990s he was the host of an infomercial for a stair-climbing exercise machine called the Stair Climber Plus. In January 2002, Jenner participated in an episode of the American series of The Weakest Link featuring Olympic athletes. In February and March 2003, he was part of the cast of the American series of I'm a Celebrity. Get Me Out of Here, and made a cameo on a Season 3 episode of The Apprentice that originally aired in May 2005. He was partnered with Ty Babalonia for Skating with Celebrities that aired January-March 2006. Jenner has additionally served as a guest judge on Pet Star on Animal Planet, and appeared on NBC's game show, Identity, as well as Celebrity Family Feud with his family. Additional television and talk show appearances by Jenner include Nickelodeon's made-for-TV film Gym Teacher, the movie, as well as episodes of Murder, She Wrote, Family Guy, Pet Star on Animal Planet, Identity, Lingo Olympic winners episode in Celebrity Family Feud, as well as such talk shows as Hannity and The Bonnie Hunt Show. Since late 2007, Jenner has starred in the reality series Keeping Up with the Kardashians, along with wife Kris Jenner, stepdaughters Kourtney, Kim, Khloe Copyright, and stepson Rob, and daughters Kylie and Kendall. Season 2 had an average of 1.6 million viewers, an increase over the previous cycle. Jenner has also made cameo appearances on the show's spin-off series. Auto racing career, Bruce was a successful race car driver in the IMSA Camel GT series in the 1980s. His first victory came in the 1986 12 Hours of Sebring in the IMSA GTO class, driving the 711 Rouge Racing Ford Mustang with co-driver Scott Pruitt, not only winning their class but finishing fourth overall in the 12-hour endurance race. His most successful year was also 1986, finishing second in the championship to Pruitt. "I was a lot more badass runner than I was a driver a Euro." Business. His company, Bruce Jenner Aviation, sells aircraft supplies to executives and corporations. Jenner was the business development vice president for a staffing industry software application known as JennerNet, which was based on Lotus Domino technology. Jenner was the marketing name for Bruce Jenner's Westwood Centers for Nautilus and Aerobics in the early 1980s. Jenner had no ownership in the centers. The fitness centers were owned by David Sirotto. The centers were sold to Super Fitness Centers, owned by martial arts expert Paul Snow. Personal life. Jenner named his first son after his deceased brother. During his first marriage, to Tristy Crownova, he had 2 children, Burt and Casey. During his second marriage, to Linda Thompson, he had 2 sons, Brandon and Sam Brody. Brandon and Brody appeared in their own reality show The Princes of Malibu. Brody was also on the reality show The Hills. Jenner married Kris Kardashian on April 21, 1991, after 5 months of dating. Jenner has 2 daughters with Kris, Kendall and Kylie. He is also the stepfather to Kris' 4 children from her previous marriage to the late lawyer Robert Kardashian, Kourtney, Kim, Khloe copyright and Rob. The Jenners announced their separation in October 2013, though they had actually separated a year earlier. In December 2013, Jenner reportedly consulted with a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon about having a tracheal shave. The procedure, which results in a flattening of the Adam's apple, was reportedly carried out in early 2014. Although a tracheal shave is typically performed on patients undergoing sex reassignment surgery, Jenner has denied he has plans for a sex change operation, claiming that he just never liked his trachea. See also, List of athletes on Wheaties boxes, references. External links, official site, Talk with Audrey interview of Bruce Jenner 2011. Bruce talks about his support of the Drive for COPD health initiative. Bruce Jenner at the Internet Movie Database, Bruce Jenner profile at IAAF, Wheaties spokesperson, Jenner Communications. The short film 10 for Gold is available for free download at the Internet Archive. More. Bruce Jenner's U.S. Olympic Team bio, USATF Hall of Fame bio.